Namaste. I'm kamalaDevi, and today I want to talk about peace work. So, for those of you that know me, you've probably heard that I'm an artist and an activist, or you know me as an author, but I don't usually introduce myself as a peace worker. And yet, at core, that's what I'm doing. Um, the one woman show that I did had as a theme, because it was about sacred prostitution. It had uh, taking the war out of the warrior, and actually with the television series, Polyamory, Married and Dating. I would also say that there was an activism, like make love, not war. That was the rally cry of the 60s, and it was, or the 70s, which was to say that, like, as we become sexually liberated beings, we are actually in more connection and less conflict, and that's what's going to change the world. And those are very valuable, very beautiful, impulses in me. They're strong messages. But what I'm pointing to today is a lot more global, and I think more pertinent. Um, well, I'm boarding a plane tomorrow for Guatemala, and the next month I'll be going to Israel. And it's such a privilege as a International School of Temple Arts lead faculty member. I get to travel the world and feel different lands. I got to go to Brazil, and I'll be going again in 2020, and just to feel the different climates and cultures. And I mentioned Brazil because I know they're in a lot of political unrest. And Israel is one of those hot spots in the world. And by hot spots, I mean, this will be my fourth time. I love the community, the people, and the land there are really dear to my heart. And this year we will have two Palestinians, and to have the Palestinian perspective and the Israelis doing community work together, bonding and sharing, the wounding and the scarring. It puts me in a place of deep introspection. So I'm a Mexican American woman of incredible privilege, and I'm, not only really affluent and awake, in the dream, but I'm also in communion with my ancestors. And I live, maybe 20 minutes from the wall between Mexico and America. And, my mother was an immigrant who came over in financial, like a financial refugee. She came over to make money here and send it back to her family. And, when I talk in prayer, when I talk to my ancestors, I feel the common theme and thread within all humanity, that we all want a home. We all really want to belong, and to just feel a rest, a place to be, ourselves. And so I feel just really blessed and positive expectation in terms of the immense healing that's possible when we get multiple perspectives and we start to heal this this need for belongingness, which is at the core, of the Israeli and Palestinian conflict, is a desire, a yearning for the state and the land, and to live in peace with our neighbors. And so, I'm finding that within me, and I'm looking forward to having that experience outside of me, and then also what ripples out in the world, because the work that we do isn't just personal, it's transpersonal. And we do this, usually it's the healing of the guilt and the shame and the fear, so that we can be expressed as sexual beings and no longer in conflict, so that we can be the change that we want to be in the world. But this feels another magnitude of um, profound. It's really impactful to be able to have that kind of a community healing. And I invite you, if you feel called, to come with me on a peace pilgrimage. If not to Israel, then perhaps somewhere else where the International School of Temple Arts is doing this work. I invite you to look at the upcoming events, look at your calendar, feel into your heart, pray, listen to your soul, and see what calls you. I look forward to connecting with you soon. Namaste.